We're recording. So, welcome to tonight's episode. This is episode 26 of the Holy Rollers. So, minus a few breaks here and there, I mean, we're like, what? I mean, at least week-wise, we're half a year on this campaign.
I think we're longer than that, aren't we?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Now, as far back as we've gone, yes, we're coming at fairly close on a year.
Brandon, you and me were in that the OG campaign that got folded over into. It was yesterday. Yesterday was our first day.
Wow.
Yep.
Was it really?
Yeah,
wow.
that's insane.
That
So,
was a year.
So yeah, it's been a year, which is absolutely insane. Yeah, looking back over it, I definitely, obviously appreciate the group for putting up with me as a first-time DM, and then also, you know, outside of that, just we appreciate the support of anyone who's watching the videos, or watches the stream live, whatever it is. We certainly appreciate it, and hope that you will continue to support us.
And let me just say that Brandon being a first-time DM, imagine how he's going to be when he gets better.
Right?
He's already incredible.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, I know.
So,
that was me buttering him up.
That was, yeah. It won't save you, but I appreciate it.
Always try.
Right?
Always try.
So with that, we're going to roll for prayer. I have rolled a whopping 5, so it's probably not going to be me.
Brandon, just remember, he may only give you compliments. I will give you mead.
That's fair, right?
That is very fair.
We have goods, you buy.
I may be able to throw some cash in with those
Hey!
compliments.
Now we're talking.
We're now bribing the DM.
We are bribing the DM.
The DM I will may accept them.
Look, it might, yeah.
I think Jesse got the highest roll, but what is D&D if you're not trying to offer the DM food and or snacks? Because if you're at the table in person, that's what you would be doing anyway.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
We call it tribute.
That's right.
Insurance.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Jesse, you ended up with what? 19. Yeah, I think you're a guy. So we'll hand it over to Jesse.
Lord, thank you, Lord, just for this group, for this game, for blessing us so much with just this fellowship. Thank you, Lord, just for our opportunity to talk about you and represent you through this. Pray, Lord, that you will just bless the game tonight, bless everybody here, Lord, with clarity and just with quick thoughts and quick brains to tell a story that glorifies you, Lord. I pray, Lord, that you're with everyone who's watching. I pray, Lord, that your greatness and magnitude will be glorified through us to them, Lord. I pray, Lord, that you will just be with each of us as we go through life, Lord, and that you're blessing us and protecting us and giving us peace and showing us your love, allowing us to see it, Lord. I'm just so thankful for this group of people. I pray, Lord, that tonight goes really well. In Jesus' name.
Amen.
All right. Well, since we're in a swamp, I think I'm gonna go green. I'll go a little green. We'll see what it does to the camera doesn't like that.
And while y'all are doing that,
stupid green screen.
You suddenly see Terrence's whole visage get out of this fog that he's been in for the entire trip. It's like he came alive.
I do kind of have a yellow.
Cutout became from 2D to 3D.
Yeah.
Went from the zoned out, woke up, blinking.
Yeah.
Did you say brother and sister?
Good to have you back, Terrence. I'll set your real name.
Yeah. All right. Well, so we're basically just picking up directly where we left off last week. If you joined us, you know that the group has been taken from the ruins to the swamp to the east, I believe, led by Silver Dragonborn, Lieutenant Jardhal, who is under the command of General Darius Hunter. The group was captured, 2 weeks ago?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And in that process ended up with necklaces on that kind of forced them into some bad situations, and yeah, that's where we will pick up. So by this point, not much time has passed. You've made it just far enough into the swamp that you've kind of at least got the lay of the land for maybe the first two central islands that you're seeing. As you kind of look out amongst the swamp, you really can't see very deep in the water. It's very green, very murky, a lot of moss everywhere. It is slowly starting to rain. Not super heavy. What's that?
What time of day is it?
At this point, it's probably late afternoon, not quite sunset yet. Not that it would matter, as the kind of swamp itself kind of sits in this forest, so a lot of the sunlight is actually blocked out of this area.
So Brandon, I've had my headband of intellect back on for several hours. Can I do like an Arcana roll or a investigation roll for like thinking out a way to get out of this or to circumvent the necklace? Just like
sure.
Have something that would.
Yeah, make an Arcana check.
25.
Okay. So from what you can tell about the necklace, and just kind of studying it for a while, really, really taking a really hard look at it, you know that obviously it has kind of a mind control effect on it. In terms of trying to figure out a way to get out of it, you do know that it's loose enough and it's not constrained to your neck to where, yeah, you could probably pull it off, but based on some of the indications, especially with Jardhal kind of saying some command words and it heating up, like, you understand pretty wholeheartedly that if you tried to take it off, you don't know how long it would take, but you do know that it would explode.
Okay. What, and if it explodes, can I tell, like, would that mean like everybody's explode or would just one explode?
So based on, I'd probably say, and start recording again. So sorry about that. OBS, you're still messed up. I don't like you. You're gone next week. We will figure it out. I promise.
We will.
Did you say one would explode or all of them would explode?
So you know that, kind of judging based on maybe some knowledge that you've had from previous dealings, if this thing explodes, it would react for about 30 feet, and it's probably safe to say that if it went off near the other ones, that they would also go off.
All right, well then, I'm happy with that knowledge. So I'm going to go up to Mara, and I'm just going to pull out a book, and I'm going to hand it to Mara and be like, "Hey, Mara, I don't know what's in this swamp, but I was hoping you could hold on to this book for me, just in case. I want to make sure that this makes it out."
Okay.
Thank you.
She has no idea what that means.
Yeah, thank you.
What are you planning? You're not going to tell me, are you?
Nope.
Is Mara smart enough to read?
She has a decent intellect.
Like the book or his, like, no?
I don't know.
Because let's face it, that's a fair question.
She's got a 12 intellect. She can do it.
She knows her letters and numbers.
She may have the intellect, but the way Rachel plays her.
Oh, wow. Guess who is sleeping on the couch?
Yep.
Just get comfy where you're at, because you ain't leaving there.
You're going to be there a minute.
She plays her like that intentionally. She's even said so.
Yes, she has. She has said so.
Alright, so, as you guys are kind of mulling about, Devlin is kind of headed off to the north, probably soon realizing that he's not seeing anything extra, mainly because the dynamic lighting is not set up on the on the screen itself.
He was going to stop at that bridge regardless because those rocks acting as the pillars look like they're the only cover as going into the fog. So we wanted to stop there to get his bearings and report back before continuing on.
Got it. So as you make your way up, so the two rocks that are there act as the anchoring points for that rope bridge that is going across.
How far across can Devlin see into this muck?
Let me do some reveal here.
So he has no idea if Jardhal gave him permission to move forward or not. He just went.
Yeah.
His necklace didn't heat up, so he's counting that as...
Yeah. So the bridge stretches about 25 foot across. You can kind of start to see across to the other island. A few stoneworks on the other side. You really can't make it out very well. But you can definitely see across the bridge.
And that supposed figure.
Which one? Would you like?
Is that
make
in the water, in the air?
So that's in the water, and you can make a perception check.
Okay, that's fair. Well,
big money.
No, that's 10. No, that's an 11. So
for a brief second, you look over and you think eyes are looking at you, but you're not sure as you look back and notice that what you thought was there is gone.
It's to be expected.
So as you guys are sitting there, Jardhal, kind of taking in the surroundings, says, "Let's go. Not gonna sit around here all night. Everyone needs to move."
So this is where Terrence looks over at Jardhal and says, "Jardhal, you do realize that we need to rest before we go into a battle."
You had all the time you needed to rest on the ride here. Let's go.
Well, then if you want to die, that's fine. Terrence isn't gonna be coy about it. If you want to die, that's fine. We want to be at our full strength. If you don't want us at our full strength and you want to die, keep going. Have at it, Silver Boy.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay, my persuasion is pretty good, so... Oh gosh, 10. Yeah, that didn't work too well.
I think all of you need to move. And at this point, Necklace.
Is he moving with us?
Necklaces kind of begin to glow a little bit, and yes, as he says that, he begins to move across the bridge to just south of where Devlin is.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Does Devlin's react?
Mhm.
Devlin's does not react.
Yet, I'm guessing. So there is a range.
Can I do a wisdom save, see if I can resist at all?
You can.
Alright, I didn't, so I gotta go. Failed.
Well, Devlin was about to go across the bridge, but then hears the clunk, 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 clunk of plate bodies moving across the bridge behind him.
Except for Raja.
Spin around, just glare at Jardhal.
Did we lose Raja?
I'm moving him. I don't know where he is.
Sorry. I thought we were moving the party was moving all together.
Sorry about that.
So as you all kind of walk up to where Devlin is, you look across the bridge and see that it does open up into another island.
You not let me finish. I wasn't done scouting. There might have been something out there.
And Scout.
I'm trying. What are you doing here?
We were told to move.
The shiny beta got impatient.
I'll look at Jardhal and be just ask him. So, do we even know what we're looking for?
Oh, trust me, you'll know when you find it.
That means he doesn't know either.
Kindly stop talking. There was something in the water. I have to go finish doing my job so we don't die horribly. Wait here until I give the all clear. And Devlin is going to make his way across the bridge, again, not waiting for a response.
Okay.
To curve around the rock.
So I'm gonna back you up to the bridge. Make a dexterity check.
Check or save?
Save. Thank you.
Well, I mean, I am proficient.
You are.
19.
19. So, Devlin, as you make it about 4 steps onto the bridge, the planks that you step on snap, give way, and just completely fall through. You kind of hear the snap before the fall. You're able to just hop right over the bridge. Planks kind of, planks fall in, hit the water, splash, ripple, ripple, ripple.
He freezes. Any response from the water from behind him?
No.
How big is the hole?
About 5 feet. So far enough that someone could definitely hop over. Yeah. I will say that after it broke, you moved pretty quickly, stepping very lightly over the other ones.
All right. Having the full confidence that the rest of the party will figure a way around this, but also not to compromise his position, he's going to move towards the wall that's to his right, I imagine. Is this a gate up here?
It is a gate.
Then he is going to get to that position, and he's just going to look in to the right.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
Is a 13.
13. As you peer into the gate, it appears what you are looking at is a graveyard.
So how high is the wall next to him actually?
That wall is probably just a fairly standard, probably 2.5 foot wall, and then
Okay.
on top of it's probably another 2 to 2.5 feet of like a old rusty iron.
Okay. Shimmy along the wall up to the next anchor point for the next bridge.
Mm-hmm.
And he will take out his sending stone. I don't know what the party's been doing up this point, but he'll contact Raja for expediency's sake. We're not going to do the ringtone.
Hello?
But it's the best part.
I was thinking that too.
Next time. Graveyard to the right across the bridge. Continue my way across. Inform the lieutenant.
Okay, so all he found across this bridge was a graveyard to the right, and he is standing and waiting at the next bridge. Lieutenant,
Got it.
how do you wish for us to proceed?
Everyone move across the bridge.
I will hop over the bridge gap
Okay. Okay.
and continue. And try to catch up to Devlin.
So, I'm assuming 5 feet is small enough that we don't have to make a check.
I mean, the gap is small enough that, yeah, you can easily hop over it without having to make a check.
Okay.
I'm just curious what happens when you or I jump over it and land on the bridge.
Well, one of two things. Either we're going to keep walking, or we're going to
get
fall.
wet. Okay.
I'm gonna ask the lieutenant. Can I have just a moment? I need to reshuffle my magic. As a magic user, you know what happens if we go into a fight when we're not ready. Can I just have 1 minute?
Fine, 1 minute. Hurry.
I'm gonna wait
Dennis,
here
you-
for.
Terrence, you want to go first, or you want me to go first?
You wait for Albus. I'll go over.
All right.
All right. So, I do the jump.
Alright, as you jump, make a dexterity save, as you are quite a bit heavier than everybody else.
Oh my gosh, 7.
Oof. So, Terrence, you easily make the 5-foot jump, but you land with such a force that by the time you hear the bridge snap, it's late enough that you just boop, straight down into the water.
Can I make an athletics check to see if I swim across?
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna let you drown right here.
Yell out, Raja, get him.
How much of a fall is it?
It's
to the
about
water?
it's about a 10-foot drop.
Okay, and how deep is it?
It is up to your shoulder, water-wise, but you're probably mid-thigh down in just like nasty, swampy, like bog mud.
So I'm having a hard time.
Oh yeah, it's definitely not the easiest thing you have done today.
Okay, so I'm gonna make an athletics check and see if I can get out of this and get across.
Okay.
Be like, Raja, go help.
It's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Yeah, so you end up having, because there's really not much room north to go.
Okay.
So you're
I need to go over here.
able to swim kind of the south and make your way onto that bottom piece.
Okay. All right.
So I couldn't help without getting myself
Yeah.
in the same predicament.
Yeah. So now, from where that happened, you now have about a 10-foot gap, Raja.
Raja, you may have to throw Albus over.
I'm actually looking at Albus. I'm like, hey, Albus. Are you okay with me throwing you across?
I need just another minute, Raja. You go ahead. I'll be right there.
I'll wait.
I need you to go ahead, please, so I can concentrate on my magic, so I can convert to sorcery points without you yakking. Go across the bridge. I'll be right there.
As I look across the bridge, I kind of look around and I'm like, is there another way for me to get across without using the bridge, for just in case further damage?
Make a perception check.
Perception. (19).
So as you look around, you do notice that just to the north of you, there is a fairly sheer rock face wall that goes down to the bottom layer of the swamp. You could make your way down there underneath the bridge and basically trudge through the gooiness that Terrence just went through.
Gooey.
I'll risk that.
Okay.
Just kind of.
I'll save you some time. Alright, so that puts you down. Actually,
Still end up in the same.
I'm gonna put you.
Still end up in the same area.
Yeah, I'm gonna put you in the water. Since Terrence made an athletics check to make sure that he was able to get through it and out of it. Go ahead and make an athletics check.
27.
20. Yeah, so no problem. You're actually able to get through it a little bit easier than what Terrence was. You just kind of plop, 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 plop right on through. You kind of make your way out of the water. I will say that with your roll, as you were making your way through the water, you could have absolutely swore that you felt something grab your leg. But you had no issue with just getting right out.
No.
Hey,
As Terrence pulls me out of the water, I'm gonna just kind of look at him and be like, I think there's something in the water.
so when I see Raja coming out under my breath, so nobody can hear me, I'm going to just whisper, Yahweh, if you're Jehovah, if you're real, take care of them for me, will you? I'm going to go up to Lieutenant Jardhal, and I'm going to smirk at him. Be like, hey, Lieutenant, you shouldn't have threatened my family. And I'm going to pull off.
I knew that was coming. I knew it.
Oh gosh. Oh no. Oh no.
What?
Oh.
First off, can Terrence or Raja see this? Because we are the ones that would be looking there.
No. He's far enough in that you would not be able to see him.
Surely we'd be able to hear that.
Not where we are, because we're
Yeah, you guys would be way too far.
at this point we're turning around wondering why it's taking everyone else so long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask Devlin, because I got him alone for a minute. Did you feel your necklace buzz a moment ago?
No.
As I suspected.
Kingdom so long. I'll
I
stay
don't know.
here. Can you
I want to.
check see what's going on?
I'm gonna yell over at Marielle. The hole is bigger, so I wonder if Terrence or Raja fell in. Like, did you see them fall in or anything?
I will pop my mass communication psychic ability.
Imagine this is all happening the split second before Albus pulls his necklace.
Yeah. I already counted out a word message. necklaces here to explode. We here to obey. Stop up our ears to rebel. Still or sway Silver's tongue to live. Wait for signal. And at that moment, Albus jerks his necklace up.
So, as moments after Raja gets to land, suddenly you all hear a massive explosion.
I am assuming that where Raja and Terrence are, we can tell where this explosion came from.
Yeah, from where you're at, you would actually probably have seen
The explosion?
You're definitely close enough that you felt the concussion from the explosion. It actually probably pushed you back 5 to 10 feet.
All right.
As it went off, and Jesse, you can turn your camera back on because somehow it only knocked you unconscious. You are still alive. But look at me when I say this, and I'm actually going to change my camera for this.
To bring up the total?
Your hit point is
Hit point.
so you're at 64 HP. So I am actually like metaing it right now, just so you know. For something to kill you, it has to be half.
Double your HP.
Oh, it's double your HP.
I thought so.
I thought it was half.
No, it's something deals enough damage of all your HP to 0 and then half.
Half, yes.
Half
yeah,
of that.
That's exactly what I thought.
Outright kills you.
So,
no saving throws, no pus. It's just you're dead.
96 damage would kill you.
He was dealt.
As your necklace detonated, it did 91.
Okay. That is... Terrence is going to swim to the other side.
Raja is right
Mara's
on
gonna
his
run back.
tail.
So
Mariel's running
I
back.
will do my athletics check again.
And just so, which Terrence, I made it under, actually I think it's Albus. I rolled something, I thought it was over on mine, so, the custom roll, like, disregarded. I was rolling at a disadvantage. Mara, you are first back on the scene, and as you walk forward, there is a 5-foot crater now dug into this island, stone, mud, rock, and all. As Albus lays in the bottom, lifeless, and
No.
Jardhal lays in pieces.
Oh, he's dead. Oh, thank God.
Okay.
Okay. So, gosh. So now that she knows that Jardhal's dead, because if he wasn't, he would be.
I was gonna say.
Okay.
So
I'm trying to get over there to heal if it's possible.
So
I do have the
so
ability.
here's
gonna run over.
So here's what I'm actually going to do with this. From the time that it would have taken everyone to get back over, Terrence, the time that it would have taken you to swim over and actually climb up this mountain face and get over. Albus.
They're coming.
There's a couple coming your way, I think.
what I want you to do is I don't want you to say it. I want you to message me.
Use my real dice. So how many do you want? You want 3? Just you want me to roll until I have 3 of each, or 3 of one?
I'd say the amount of time, maybe 2, 3 at the most, depending upon how the timing would be.
By that point, yeah, I would say 3.
Does Muriel have capability of stabilizing him?
Yes, I was connected to him mentally when he did it. Can I help him somehow?
Well, it still would have taken you at least 2 rounds to get back, so...
No, I was connected to his mind. I was giving us all a message. I popped my mass communication psychic ability.
So, as the group approaches... Albus's eyes slowly begin to open. You see him take a breath as he rolled a nat 20 and stabilized himself.
Wow. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
All right. If that's the case, then
Oh!
Oh my gosh.
Terrence looks down and gives him. I'm going to cast Lay On of Hands. I'm going to reach down and physically grab him. This might not be the nicest way I've ever grabbed you, Albus. I'm going to be pretty rough, I'm going to be honest with you, because I'm kind of mad. I give him 45 points of HP that way.
Okay. Albus, as this radiant light kind of flows into you, you feel a lot better than you did, obviously. At this point, I would say you are probably feeling pretty exhausted. So I'm trying to figure out where it is. I know it's on here somewhere.
Like, what level do you want me to be?
Exhaustion, I'm gonna say level 3.
Right after I do that, I want to cast Cure Wounds at level 3.
Okay.
Fortunately, Devlin, I know
15 points, 15 more points of healing.
Okay.
Oh. Devlin's in the dark. He didn't move. He's still thinking that we're all in a very precarious knife's edge, and so he's on standby. Just hearing all this stuff, and he's in the dark about all this, so he hasn't moved.
You could have been gentler about that. Ow.
Then, right after Terrence does the Cure Wounds, he plants his fist right next to Albus' face into the ground as hard as he can. Beside him, not at him, but beside him. And then gets up.
Mara obviously has tears in her eyes and everything. She goes in and like gives him like this big hug, and she's just like, I cannot believe you just did that. You should have let me do that. I had more HP. If I had lost you, I don't know what I would have done. I'm so glad you're here.
Oh, honestly, I'm actually rather shocked. I have to explain myself.
She just squeezes him tighter. She's like, oh my gosh.
Can't say this is a bad way to come back, though.
Raja just looks at Albus and like, you idiot. I don't know a lot of warriors that would have done what you did. You brave, idiotic fool.
Well,
thank God
you're not a warrior. That actually turned out Much better than I expected. I'm really happy to see you guys.
Albus, we can't. You nearly cost us another friend. Don't you dare do something like that again.
I know that somebody was going to do it, and I couldn't let it be any of you. I was the best choice.
Terrence reaches out and grabs Albus by the arm.
Enough with the grabbing!
Drags him over there and gives him a bear hug.
I'm gonna grab him on the other
Does
arm.
he want to take damage or not?
He's going to take smothering damage. He's going to take smothering damage because he's just getting a big old bear hug from everybody.
Right?
Yes, pile on the Naffling.
Meow 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 meow. Meow 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 meow. What?
Devlin, get over here. And I just hang up.
Oh my gosh.
Terrence lets Albus go now.
Oh, sweet Jehovah.
He is.
I am beginning to believe it, Terrence. I think, guys, our leash got cut.
No, one of our leashes got cut. The rest of us still have them on.
Did you hear my message? The necklace is here, and so do we. The necklace is here, command words. We hear command words.
Oh.
So if the person who's in control of the necklaces cannot issue commands to the necklace, face to face, we cannot be controlled.
This is true.
So we have time to figure out how to get these off.
Here, Muriel, bend down. Let me see if I can study it. Now that I don't have to do this anymore. I can look at yours. Maybe I can figure out a way. Since I'm not connected, get yours off.
I bend down, not enough to show cleavage.
While he's doing that, Terrence tries to go over some of the pieces of Silver Boy to see if there's anything there that could help them. If there's anything that survived.
There is not enough left. There's not enough left to bury of him in a very small box.
Terrence pretty happy right now.
What did I miss?
So
you missed
Albus just blew himself up.
You missed the most metal display of tomfoolery and disregard for personal existence that I have ever witnessed in my life.
Yeah, well, that okay.
So sorry, go ahead.
I just gonna say I rolled with disadvantage because of my exhaustion, and I got a 17 on that. Is there I'll
guide you. I'm guiding you. I'm standing right there, so I'm gonna reach out and grab you by the shoulder.
Okay, so if I add that, it's going to be another 2, so 19.
Can I help you and grant you advantage, Brandon?
He's a disadvantage.
At that point, it would just be a straight roll.
Okay, then what was it? A higher number? Or no, you should pick the higher number, Jesse. If I were to grant you,
it would just be a 20. It'd be a dirty 20 then. It was a 10 and a 9.
Okay.
So you don't really gather much more than what you did looking at it when it was on you. All of them are
off, or all off, or drop off. I tried talking to it. I don't know.
There's you do
say it in Draconic.
You do know that all of the necklaces they're made the exact same. Every single one of them. There's no difference in the runes. There's no difference in the craft. There's no difference in the stone. I mean, it looks like exact replicas. Every one of them that you see.
Nothing new about how to get it off. Nothing on the outside that I can see. Nothing about that gives me indication on if there's a magic lock or something that I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it's
if I had a spell, if I had Maybe I have it. Let me look at my spells. What do I got?
I'm pretty sure it's a command word. We don't know it.
All right. I'm gonna cast Identify on it, just to see if like that gives me an idea. Like maybe if what is it? Disband magic or dispel magic might help it or something. So I'm gonna.
I have that as well.
I don't have dispel magic, so maybe you could do it. But I'm gonna.
Oh wait, I was wrong. I'm sorry. I don't. Continue.
I have dispel magic.
Hey.
All right. Well, I cast Identify on it. Does that give me any more clues? Like I'm looking for. I'm desperate for anything right here.
It really doesn't. Just based off of your maybe just a glimpse in a book at one time that you've heard of these necklaces. You know that it is a necklace of control. It was used throughout the early part of history, mainly for slaves, whether it be household or building or whatever. It was used as just a form of keeping everybody doing what their master wanted them to do. You do know that based on what you read, it is possible that you could dispel the magic, but it is a very, very high, it's a very high level. There's also a very high chance that if it were to fail, that it is possible that it would have adverse effects.
I say all this out loud.
Okay. I can only remove something that goes up to about 3rd level.
As they're studying the collars, I was actually wanting to join Terrence in examining the remains of Jardhal and have a conversation with Terrence briefly.
Okay.
So I'll walk up beside Terrence as he's looking over the remains and just be like, Terrence, I know Jardhal was our captor.
Yes.
However, he was probably the closest thing to a friend that I had with the Knights.
Then for that, I'm sorry.
I was really hoping that he'd join us.
Would have been the better way.
Look, I have not prayed in so long that I don't remember. How does one talk to Jehovah?
The only way that I can tell you that is by telling you that how you're talking to me, talk to him. You open your mouth and you let the words come out. And just believe that he's listening. That is all that's required. There's no special formula. There's no special way of doing it. It's literally you just calling him and telling him what's on your heart.
Will you stand by me as I talk to Jehovah on behalf of my friend?
I absolutely will. I am right here.
Jehovah, if you're listening, it's Raja. I know I haven't spoken to you in quite some time, and I know that I probably don't deserve your ear. If you're willing, I ask that you accept Jardhal into your realm. Give him a guard station if you could. He's a good guy. He was just led astray by a very, very evil, devious being. And again, I know I don't deserve your ear. I certainly don't deserve any request being granted, but if you could, if you're willing, Darius scares me. And I need help. I need the strength to defeat him, to put him down and stop his evil doing. If you will grant me that, if you will grant me that power and those skills to accomplish that one feat, I promise you, from this day forward, I will follow you and do your bidding to the best of my ability until the end of my days.
DM. Just out of curiosity, is there any chance that Terrence, as a paladin of Jehovah, hears anything during this from Jehovah to give to Raja or the group? I know that's an unusual request. I've never asked it before, but I feel like this is the time.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay. What do I have to...
Sorry, having a serious moment here. He's just like, yeah, sure, why not?
Make a...
we're so far off the rails at this point for Brandon. He's just like, shut up.
Sorry.
Way to go, Albus. Way to go. It's all your fault.
Don't you apologize for anything. You were willing to sacrifice Albus. Okay.
Yeah, that was hard.
Out of character, awesome play.
Right,
awesome.
So, Terrence, make a religion check with advantage, only because you're a paladin.
Okay, what would the advantage be, just out of curiosity?
Roll it twice and pick the higher number.
Okay. Well, that's a 21, and let's try this again. And, yeah, we'll go with the 21.
I figured you would. Alright, so. Terrence, as you are close enough to Raja that you can... Now, Raja, are you speaking out loud, or were you kind of just talking to yourself?
I would have been speaking somewhat out loud, just because he, like he said, he hasn't done it in so long, he's forgotten how. And I know we're like right next to Muriel in the group, but I kind of picture us kind of like 10, 15-ish feet away, just out of ears, reach for a small, not quite a whisper, but definitely a low-toned prayer to where only he and Terrence are hearing it amongst Jardhal's remains.
So, Terrence, with your roll, here is what the group is going to get. There's a sudden parting in the clouds, if you will. Just enough that beams of light shoot down into the swamp, obviously concentrated on you all. Fairly large swath. I mean, it's unnatural to the point that you would definitely notice that it's not just a break in the clouds. Something supernatural broke the clouds and shined down. All of you have been given inspiration. This is a one-time only deal on this. Your inspiration, you can use it as you normally would. You fail to roll, you can use inspiration and roll again. Or, as a group, you can expend your inspiration all together, all at once, and turn whatever roll someone is doing into an automatic nat 20.
Ooh, wow.
Okay.
However, if one person uses their inspiration on their own, the group has to use their inspiration on their own. So, now then. So yeah. A few seconds pass.
So your dispel magic isn't high enough, Terrence?
Say that again?
I mean, your dispel magic isn't high enough? Then?
Probably not, no.
I would...
Okay.
Without metagaming, I would say no.
That would have been my first instinct. Would be
that would have been mine
try
too,
that.
until I realized that it was a higher level.
So after that beautiful description, by the way, I got chills down my back.
Yes.
I look at Terrence and I was like, did he just answer me?
Terrence kind of not surprised, but clearly clearly moved. Puts his hand on Raj's shoulder and says, "He answered you with abundance." And then kind of smiles, just not even sure what else to do. Just smiles.
I'll look up to the sky and just say, thank you.
And
after that, I will collect... Is there any equipment from Jardhal?
No, there's...
Because I want to do...
There's literally nothing left.
Not even his sword.
No.
Not even his staff, I mean.
No, I mean, it's... Everything is gone. It's like... It was obliterated.
Oh, boomy.
Well...
Hey, Brandon?
Yes.
I have... Okay, so before you gave us all inspiration, I technically already had an inspiration point. I just haven't used
did I.
yet. So do I have two, or is it just the one?
No, just the one. They don't stack.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the one bad thing about inspiration.
I'm already breaking enough rules as written here.
That's all right. You're the DM. You're allowed.
We love it. We love it. We thank you. We just...
Just remember all those compliments. I'll be sending your meat in the mail this week.
Right?
While the group is doing this, Devlin is not saying anything. He is watching the bridge. He is watching the way because loud explosions draw attention of other things. So he is on sentry. Because he's afraid we may have woken something. So he's just on standby.
Okay.
You know, if you need me to roll anything.
By the way, what time of the day is it?
Probably not much longer after what you talked about earlier. Late afternoon.
Okay.
Not quite dusk.
Okay. Do we want to backtrack out of this swamp and regroup? Or do we want to press on and find out what's ahead?
Oh, we gotta get out of here.
We
gotta get out of here.
Okay, backtrack it is then. Let's just strategically exit the swamp for now and figure out our next move.
We need to get as far away from people in that keep as physically possible. Because with one word, we could be back under their control.
And we need to find somebody who can remove these necklaces if we can't do it ourselves.
I'm gonna lean on Mara's arm as I kind of limp after everybody.
Do you want to just piggyback on me there, Albus? Like, I'm totally willing. I'm strong.
I was gonna say
my pride might be a little hurt by that, but right now I'm too tired to care. So.
It's that
or she squats down and lets him get on, so she'll just carry him back.
It's that or she carries you bridal style, Albus.
Right.
Get on her back.
I'm gonna... Raja's gonna bring up the rear in front of Devlin, but behind the group.
And,
So I think just for my own giggles, Mara, make a strength check to make sure that you can actually... Only because there is a chance that you could roll a nat 1 and drop Albus in the water.
Oh, please, no. How's a 17?
Okay, yeah, yeah, easy enough. Really, anything above like a 5 and you're fine. Yeah, so just know that there was just that slight enough chance that you could have dropped Albus in the water.
No, I figured.
That would have just made a hilarious situation that much
It
more
would
fun.
have, absolutely.
Yeah.
I would have
So-
cried laughing.
I'm
I still
assuming
can't
that we're
believe
going to
Albus
go
is
back
alive.
over the bridge that we came over, and
Yeah, the initial bridge.
Terrence is willing to lead, and calls Devlin over to see if he will walk with him, since Raj is going to take the back. Only because he knows that Devlin will spot things he won't, but he can be the first thing in front.
I'll stick to the rear with Raja.
Well, I'm
Devlin's
gonna
not going
insist
to
that
move
you-
until Raja comes next to him. Devlin is on high alert. He is not talking. His head is on a swivel. He is not joining in any festivities.
Let me roll perception to see if I see this.
We'll see if you see what.
Okay, so, that Devlin's not responding to what the rest of the group is doing.
Oh, yeah, with a 23, obviously.
23. So, yes, I will go over and be like, tap Devlin on the shoulder, be like, "Hey, we're getting out of here. Will you go up front with Terrence?"
Nod grabs your shoulder. Keep head on swivel. There are eyes. I don't think we're going to get out of here without a fight.
Well, we're going to try. Let's just try to get out of here as quickly as possible.
And we're walking. Please
No,
keep
he
all arms and
around,
legs.
snaps his finger. You all just see him not talk. Warpick comes out. Doesn't even talk to Terrence. And just...
Terrence just kind of stays with him.
And on with me.
I will do a perception check. Devlin's head's on a swivel. He is very uncomfortable with everything that's going on right now.
Albus and Mara, move your tokens.
Soft 20.
Okay.
Devlin's on high
Yeah,
alert.
you don't see any eyes kind of around the water of the bridge.
Well, I guess we wouldn't be that far. Sorry.
Off in the distance, you do kind of notice that a couple of the bushes kind of on the southern end of the island kind of shake a little unnaturally.
Right where we need to go to get to the carriage.
Dragon.
Terrence, we have a fight.
Well,
Get
if we have
ready.
a fight, let's face
No,
it head on.
we have a fight.
Okay.
Devlin's going to shift. Which of these bushes moved that he noticed?
It's actually the one that's kind of off the edge that you would have seen from the bridge.
So, would be this one?
This one.
Can you ping that again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Where?
Where?
Is it not pinging? Oh, it's because I'm on
right
the...
there.
Try this. How's that?
Ah,
Okay. Devlin raises his fist, looks at Terrence, gestures to the bush. Where is everyone else at this point?
Muriel and Raj are still on the other side of the bridge. I'm just trying. Raj is trying to let everyone else go ahead of him. How far across is that? Like, can I see the hand signal?
About 45
45
feet.
feet-ish?
You can't make it out super well.
But given my military experience, would I recognize it as a halt?
Make a perception check. Only from the distance, and you're in a swamp, and it's kind of rainy.
Right. Come on, big numbers, big numbers.
Big
It,
money,
money,
big
no
money.
whammies.
11.
You recognize that his hand went up, but you're not real sure if it meant to come forward or stop.
What about his body language?
He's as tense as he was when he told you to keep your head on a swivel.
Terrence recognizes.
May I make a secondary perception check to just kind of look around the area in general?
Sure.
For anything out of the ordinary.
Can I roll to see if I saw his hand signal?
Dirty 20.
There's within kind of your line of sight, there is nothing out of the ordinary. Mara, you could roll to see if you could see his hand, but I don't know that you would understand what the hand gestures would actually be.
Okay. I don't think I would either, but... no. I rolled a 6.
See? Life in action.
No idea.
Just before Mara and Albus start crossing the bridge, Raj is gonna speak up. Mara, hold on. Let's take this downhill path around the bridge. Okay, the four of us, let's take this downhill path around the bridge. And we'll just meet up with Terrence and Devlin on the other side.
At this point, Devlin would have... Unfortunately, my other second part was going to come in. 2 Eldritch blasts are going to go into that bush that he saw move. And right about where a humanoid could be. So it was this one down here? Correct?
Yeah, close enough. It's the one beside it, but you're in the general vicinity.
Yeah. So Eldritch Blast and each one into the 5 foot to the right, one in the 5 foot to the left, just to kind of, if there's a fight coming, it's going to start on our terms, just to see, but also makes you paranoid.
From where you're at, you can definitely hit the one that's on the left, but you've got a sheer cliff face, like a drop down to the other one that you would not be able to hit.
Okay. So then he'll just send the 2 to the one that he can hit.
Okay. Let's see here. Some Eldritch Blast. So we got...
Nice.
Yeah, nothing seems like it's out of the ordinary, at least from that bush. I mean, you definitely made contact with it. As it does hit, you do hear some rustling, but it's obvious that it didn't come from that bush.
Okay. Terrence's sword is out, just so you know. He's taking this pretty serious. I wouldn't be able to see anything more than Devlin could.
No.
Yeah.
The rest of us see Devlin shoot at things, like just shoot his blast.
From where you're at, and given your height, you would see kind of the streaks fired kind of in that general direction, but that'd be about it.
I just wanted to see if he had shot. I didn't need to see where he shot. What's going on?
So again, Raja is going to insist that we take the downhill path around the bridge. We'll meet up with them, and Raja is going to lead the way down the hill.
So while he's doing that, Terrence is going to whisper over at Devlin, you don't know what you saw. I didn't see anything come out. Do you want me to go forward? I can take a hit much better than you can.
That's fair. Let's become the distraction. Let's become the tasty distraction.
Okay. And that says Terrence is going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet right to there.
Okie dokie.
And that way I should be able to see whatever's there, right?
Make a perception check.
Okay. Ooh, dirty 20.
Yeah, so Terrence, as you kind of look down into the water, you slowly see two pairs of eyes just cresting the water. And we'll go ahead and roll initiative.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, buddy.
I got a 10.
8.
While we're doing
Funny.
this, can I tell am I allowed to tell Devlin what I see?
And you can, you're standing right next to him.
Okay. So I tell Devlin exactly what I just see as we're getting ready to fight it.
Devlin, what was your roll?
What are those?
8.
Alright,
Oh, and
so
I got a 10.
Albus, you were up first, followed by Mara, and then Raja, and then some baddies,
Wow.
and then Muriel, and Terrence, and another baddie, and Devlin, and another baddie.
We are all over the place.
You are.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty
And
impressive.
most of us aren't doing anything for the first round or two.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do I even see anything like people being tense? Do I see any splashes in the water?
From where you're at, no.
Okay. Well, then I'm just going to yawn. I'll be like, "Hey, Mara, you're actually pretty comfortable. Thanks for training me."
Thanks, I guess.
Oh, you're so cute.
Right. Alright. So I'm assuming that's your
Question,
turn. So Mara, you were up. And wherever you move your character, Albus goes with you because obviously he's on your back.
Yep.
Right, yeah. So you said that we saw streaks from his Eldritch Blast?
Yeah.
Okay. So in that case,
Question, DM. If I may. I was just going to ask if the four of us agree to using our turns to move for the next couple of rounds, can we just move as a group?
No.
If that's agreeable. No?
No. Mara and Albus, yes, given the circumstances, but you and Muriel would both be moving independently.
Okay.
I just got done being told what to do. I've reached my limit of infractions upon my autonomy, Raja.
So Mara probably wouldn't do a whole lot other than like keep decently close to Raja. She'll just kind of listen to whatever he says and follow down this little pathway that he was wanting to go down.
Say that again. Sorry, I was reading.
So since we saw the light, but we're not sure like what it was being hit at, Mara's going to like keep close-ish within like 5 to 10 feet of Raja and just kind of like be a little more cautious at this point.
Okay.
She's not running to fight or anything because she doesn't know what's there.
Got it. Okay.
Yep. So.
Alright. Raja, you're up.
Raja is just going to move directly 30. Let me select the right thing here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet here. Sword is drawn, and sword is drawn at the moment, and just kind of on guard. If I can, I'll make another perception check just to see if I can see anything going on down the way.
Okay, make a perception check.
$14, I'm guessing no.
Let's see. As you are looking, you also notice that a pair of eyes has popped up from your side of the water.
If you'll allow a verbal action, I'll just announce, be on guard.
Okay, sure.
And that's my turn.
Okay, alright. Okay, Muriel, you're up.
All right. Hang on, let me count. 1, 2, 6. Okay. So I am going to move my full movement closer. So hang on, let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. With 150 foot range, I am going to cast Hunger of Hadar on the 3 that I can see engaging at the front of the... right there, the 3 that are kind of in one vicinity. It is a 20-foot radius, 40-foot circumference sphere, so I can count them all.
Okay.
And I am going to cast that at a 3rd level. So that is... I need them all to make dex saves, please.
Okie dokie. Okay, they are not very dexterous, because I'm assuming a 10, an 8, and a nat 1 will not do it.
I'm afraid not. So they take 2d6 cold damage, which is 10.
Okay.
And if they end their turn in there, they take 2d6 acid damage as, quote, milky otherworldly tentacles rub against them.
Yeah! Gotta love them milky otherworld tentacles.
Gotta love
Right.
this.
How big did you say it was?
It's a 40-foot circumference, 20-foot radius.
Alright, so 20-foot radius. Alright, so that's gonna be there.
The downside, you can't see them within it.
What, we can't see through the milky white tentacles?
No, it's a sphere of darkness. It's a gateway to our horror realm. Sorry.
Yeah, it's a gate to something. Alright, so 10 points there, 10 points there, and 20 points there because he rolled a nat 1.
Attaboy. I'm not totally done.
Okay.
Oh.
Sorry. I am gonna Tasha's mind whip the other one that I can see. Just spin and direct a bolt at him. And he's gonna also get it at a 3rd level because I'm just full of pent-up rage. He needs to make an intelligence save, please.
Okay. Yeah, 10.
Okay. So he takes 3d6 psychic damage. I rolled a grand total of 5.
That's pretty awful.
It's awful. And that is my turn.
Okay, alright. Terrence, you are up.
Well, now all of a sudden I can't see anything. So
I'm gonna, as a free action, tell you to book it.
tell me to what?
Book it. Get out of here. We've got to get out of here.
Well,
Where
the only way out is down here.
Well, where there's a few, there's more.
But I'm heading right to them. So I'm just letting you know.
Go around them. Go through the water. Do something. We cannot stay here.
Well, we're coming down. I'm going to move down to here. I'm assuming that's enough of a range to be able to move.
I can't see the circumference of the
I'm
spell.
talking to the DM.
What are you trying to figure out?
I was right here. I want to come over here and then down.
So let's see.
About there. Is that enough?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wanted to make sure I didn't go too far.
Yeah. You have no movement left, but yes, that is enough.
That's fine. Knowing that I'm down there and Devlin's a little bit more protected because I'm the one down there. So I could see where they were before she cast the darkness, right?
Yeah, roundabout area, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to... Oh, you guys are going to hate me.
Thunderwave?
Well, maybe... No, I'm not going to do anything like that.
No.
No, but I am going to shoot my Eldritch
Infamous
Blast.
now. That spell is infamous.
I am going to aim straight ahead
Stupid collars.
Okay.
to there,
That was
to the middle guy.
That was Witch Bolt.
Yeah, it was Witch Bolt. That's why I switched.
And make, so on these, with them being ranged attacks, and you not being able to see what you're shooting at, make them at a disadvantage.
Which means...
Roll 2d20 and take the lower of the two numbers.
Okay. Uh, 15.
Okay.
And then you add the +6 at that point?
Yeah.
Okay, so 21.
Okay. So yes, you did somehow manage to fire through and hit.
Okay, and he takes 7
Okay.
damage. And my last one would be... I wasn't planning on not being able to see. I'm going to go ahead and cast Shield of Faith on Devlin.
Okay. All right.
Which gives him a +2 to his AC.
Okay.
I figure it that way because he's closest, and he's probably going to be the next one up. So.
Alrighty. Let's see. Alright, so, let me over here. Yes. I'm drawing little circles everywhere. It's really annoying. Alright, so, yeah. You kind of watch as now kind of in front of you, Raja, you finally see this almost humanoid form kind of slither itself out of the water and stand erect on its 2 legs. Appears to have a face of a lizard, and this one is wearing not any type of like metal armor. It looks just kind of ragged cloth. It looks over at you, being its closest, and it is going to point at you, and it's going to fire, and you will need to make a Dex saving throw.
Alrighty. Let's see what happens here. Nat 20.
Nice.
Oh.
Ooh.
He did it like the Matrix.
Saw him from a mile away and just dodged it with ease, not putting my friends in danger.
Yep, no problem. So you, as you're standing there, like, just this, almost this unnatural cloud forms above you, and this kind of greenish flame shoots down at you, and you're able to dodge it just in time, actually saving yourself from all damage.
Sweet. Alright, let's see, I'm trying to see if he's got anything else that he does, and he does not. So Devlin, you were up, followed by one more enemy, and then we're back up at the top of the round.
Alright. How much movement will it take to go down the cliff face?
About 10 feet is what I figured.
Okay. 10... So 20... So 5, 10... 15 gets me there. As he goes by, Terrence, what supply are we fighting and running, or are we standing our ground and fighting?
I don't think we have a choice but to stand ground and fight. We got to get past them, and the only way past them is through their dead bodies, I think.
Fair enough. Where is the circle that is currently obstructing the 3 that are over here? Where is the furthest reaches of it? I'm guessing there. Okay, so then... Okay, so to make sure how far... Oh! Okay, so we can't move forward from where we are right now.
Not without going into a cone of darkness.
Okay, so wanted to make sure. So then Devlin's going to shimmy here, next to Terrence at 25.
Now, going through it, you don't take damage, correct? Or
if they end their turn in it, they take damage.
Yeah.
But not if
there's the initial damage of, well, to go through is the cold damage, but if you end your turn, you get acid damage.
Yeah.
So you still take damage regardless.
Yeah.
Okay.
And fortunately, yeah, Devlin's kind of flustered at the moment. He's doesn't have much. He's just going to follow suit. Disadvantage 2 Eldritch Blasts to the last known locations of the creatures that he saw.
Okay.
Because
we might be shooting into dark, but we're usually pretty good at it.
There are other targets, guys.
Not that he can see.
Yeah, not that we
around
can see.
Around the bush, you can't move?
Nope, because there's bushes that are obstructing our view, so we don't know there's other targets that are currently going your direction.
Gotcha.
So the first one's a miss, but the second one is a soft 20.
That hits.
Okay.
Yeah. Pretty sure Muriel is the only one that knows of 4 targets, or all 5.
6 damage to middle person here.
So 6 damage to... Okay, got it. Alright.
And then that one is going to attempt a stealth roll in the bush. He's going to try and hide himself in the bush. Probably not. It's only a 17. But that's his turn.
Okay. Alrighty.
Yeah, it's possible.
Okay.
Great.
Is it Muriel's turn?
It is not. So from the water rushes out the 6th target. I figured if I said 6...
Here we go.
No. He basically just beelines up the hill. First target he runs into is Raja, and Raja, you will need to make a strength saving throw.
I mean, that shouldn't be a problem for you.
I was gonna say.
I hope.
16. I rolled an 8.
A
Not bad.
16. Does not make it.
Oh no.
Okay.
So basically, in his charge, he just kind of plows into you and kind of just drags his claws down you. And as he does, he takes you and just pulls you prone. And he is going to follow that up with a couple of claw strikes.
So he's essentially on top of me. I'm laying on my back.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep. So first one, he does miss you. Second one, he does hit you with a nat 20. And it was kind of cool. I got to see the chunky dragon fly and eat the dice. That was really cool. I needed that.
Right?
You will take... let's see. Damage there. 28, so 48, so 22, 25 points of slashing damage.
Felt that.
Yeah, a little bit.
Definitely felt that.
Yeah, I think.
Alright, that brings us back to the top of the order. Albus, you were up, followed by Mara, and then Raja, and then the lizard folks again.
Alright, I'm super exhausted and my brain is not clicking very well. So I know something's going on, but I'm not tracking very well. But I do notice that Mara is beat up and scratched up. Be like, not going to be much good here, Mara. And I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on her at 3rd level, giving her that 22 points of healing, which should top her off.
Yeah, it did.
And then I'm going to slip down off of her back and be like, go get him. And I will say, and give her my bardic inspiration with it. I'm going to just kind of lean against the post right there.
Can that inspo stack with the one she has?
This is bardic inspiration.
Yeah,
It's separate
Yeah,
from
not
inspiration.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a +6. Or
Forget my
D6.
Yeah. D6.
Alrighty. Mara, you were up.
Okay, so as Albus gets down and goes to lean against the rock, she's gonna take a second, look at him, and be like, if something happens, you yell for us, okay?
Well, don't worry, we'll do. I don't want to get yelled at or pulled out by Terrence or Muriel again, I'm good. So.
Okay, let me see here. So from where I was at... Oh, I don't even know how many... Okay, so I think I've got just enough to get to the guy that's beating up on Raja. If I'm looking at that correctly. So... I guess she's just gonna run for the first baddie she sees, and she's gonna start swinging. Does a 15 hit?
A 15 does hit indeed.
Just please don't roll in that one.
I was gonna say, or Raja.
For 13 damage.
Nice.
Alright.
And then she's gonna... Oh, do I have 2 attacks still?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
You also still have your rage. It's just a new form of rage.
That's true. 23, I'm gonna assume that's hits.
Is that a crit?
No, it's not.
Darn.
And then 7 points.
Alright, so what in total?
Oh, I don't know.
20. 13 plus 7 is 20.
Okay, so 20 points total.
Okay.
Thanks, y'all.
Got it.
That's what we're here for.
That's right.
Alright, let's see. So that brings us to Raja.
Okay, question. I'm looking at the map. I notice we're close to the edge of the cliff, correct?
You're talking like here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to throw him off of me over the cliff.
Okay.
That's the way.
Alright, so make a...
Strength?
Yeah, go ahead and make a strength. And he is
Or-
going to make a athletics to see if he can beat you.
How's a 25?
Yeah, you overpower the lizard and you toss him down into the water.
Lizard.
Does he take any damage?
No, you
I assume
threw
falls only
a
like 20
lizard
feet.
into the water. He hits, splashes, and goes, and basically just kind of goes under.
That's fine. I knew it wasn't that far of a drop. I figured it wasn't that far of a drop, but I thought maybe, if he happened to hit his head or ankle on a rock or something, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so I will use my movement to get up. I will grab my javelin and throw it at this one here. So that be a 14 to hit.
14 does not hit.
God damn it.
Would have been
All
so
right,
cool, though.
and then bonus action just recalls my great sword to my hand, and I'm back in defense mode, more or less.
Okay.
So that's my turn. Sorry, not much help.
Alrighty.
It's okay. We're going to get off the ground here.
Alright, so, they take how much damage getting out of the... Oh, it's only if they end their turn in it.
Correct.
But since it had already been their turn, as long as they don't end this turn in it, then they're fine. Alright, yeah, he's just gonna wander around, get out, and head over towards Devlin. He gonna make a couple of...
Question.
Yeah.
He was in the thing... Did he beat the 17 stealth? Devlin was hiding, and he was vision obscured. Would he have...
I don't know, let's find out. Nope, apparently not. So we'll
taking those little victories when I can.
Yeah, so we'll just move him there. His buddy's gonna come out, and then this buddy's gonna swim, and he's gonna come up towards Terrence.
Here, lizard.
We are totally and surrounded.
We're not surrounded, we're attacking in all directions, comrades.
Right.
I was gonna say, surrounded? I'm a paladin. I'm gonna make this their problem.
Alright, so the first one misses. He does get you with the second one with a 21.
Who? Me?
The one, yeah, you.
Okay. Wait a minute, he gets me with a 21?
Yeah.
No, he doesn't. My dragon wings come out.
Okay.
Adds a
Nice.
4 to it. So he misses.
Alright, so he just bites into wings, and
Yeah, basically.
that is it for him.
So cool.
I love those wings.
They're really neat.
Alright, Muriel, you're up.
Alright. Well, so 2 of them... No, they're all out of the sphere now, right?
Yeah, correct.
Okay, well, I'll drop concentration on that. Let's see.
Just forming a wall up here.
Yep. I kind of want to keep Albus safe, and I don't like that this one is here in the water and can get to him if he tried. So I'm going to direct all of my ire to him.
Can we even see him?
I know Raja threw him. I'll move to the edge of the cliff if I have to see him.
Okay.
Oh, he's in the water. Is he under the water?
He is
Can
under.
I see?
Yeah.
How deep is the water?
Probably about 10 feet there. So
Okay, so I
from
can't-
you, he's 10, 15, 20, 30 feet.
Okay. In that case, I'll nip up here I want to get close. I'm gonna... Can I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm gonna Misty Step with a bonus action over to here.
Okay.
It's a 30 foot. So that is... I'm going to now twin spell Tasha's Mind Whip at the 2 that are here, assailing potentially Devlin and definitely Terrence.
Okay.
So they both need to make intelligence saves, please.
That one failed, and that one failed.
Wonderful. One of them takes 13. One of them takes 10.
Okay.
Now, they both have... they get to move, action, or bonus action. They only get one of the 3. They do not have reactions.
Okay.
And that is my turn.
Alright, Terrence, you're up.
Alright, I have a question for you, DM. Out of character. Did you get my message on Messenger earlier today?
Yes.
And so I see it in my spell slots. The reason I'm asking is was that a yes, I can use it, or you didn't address it and it just showed up because I had put it on my thing?
No, I mean it makes sense with the character, so yeah, you can.
Okay,
use it.
so I can use it. Okay, good. I wanted to make sure before I did it.
What are you doing?
So I am going to cast Celestial Rebuke. First
Pardon?
level.
Instead of hellish.
Yes. Celestial Rebuke.
Wait, is that
on him.
Is that a reaction?
It's a reaction.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
So do I need to wait for that then?
Yeah.
Huh?
Okay,
I'm sorry. I misunderstood that then. Okay, that's fine. I have another one.
It's still amazing. Like
So he's right next to me. I am going to then go ahead and I'm going to go ahead with my longsword and swing.
Okay.
A 16.
16 hits.
Okay, and with that is going to be Divine Smite.
Okay.
Let me see, where'd that go? Where'd it go? Oh, well, you know what Divine Smite is. He's going to take 13 plus, I think it's 1 die 6.
So are you doing Searing Smite? Where once you hit, you add additional damage?
Yes,
okay.
I'm sorry. I get that one mixed up every
I
single time.
don't feel bad, I do too.
Yeah.
Silly
yes.
paladins and everything
Smite.
saying Searing.
Yeah. So, boom. There we go with that.
What
that's
level?
Another 5. First. And it's a 5, so total of 18 points damage.
Ready?
And he didn't go down?
He did not. He looks very, 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 very rough.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to swing again.
Okay.
With an 18.
18 hits.
And 11 points of damage.
Okay. Definitely enough. You just swipe on through him, cutting his poor little defenseless lizard body right in half as he just kind of slumps into the water and...
Thing almost bit me, and you're calling defenseless.
Well, you know, I'd bite you too.
Yeah, I know. Now, do I still have a movement I can make?
You do have a movement you can make.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Right there. Okay.
Okay.
And I come up behind this guy.
So that puts you in the circle.
Okay.
She dropped that, didn't she?
I did.
Oh,
drop
you did drop it. Okay, cool. So I get
did.
to clear that. Yay, clear.
It's
right.
useless now. I'm not going to hang on to it.
That was kind of... Oops.
I couldn't think of any better way to deal damage to all three of them at that distance. And it took them out of commission for a minute.
Alright, so I'm assuming that is your turn, Terrence.
Yes.
Okay.
That is my turn.
Alright, so hearing the commotion behind him, the one that tried to cast at Raja spins and turns to see one of his comrades where he thought is now not there, which is going to infuriate him, and he lets out a hiss, and as he does, he points both hands towards you, Terrence, and begins, I don't even know, well, yeah, you would understand, sorta, maybe just kind of, you would understand the enunciations of the words, as a maul kind of rips from underneath you. Need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. 18.
Alright. Alright, so, you do make the save, you still take half of the damage. So you take 22 points of piercing damage.
Wow. Is this where I can cast my reaction?
Yes.
What's the range on your reaction?
60 feet.
Yes, you can.
Okay, I cast Celestial Rebuke.
Okay.
At 2nd level. And that is for a total of 23 points of damage.
All right.
Jeez,
So
son.
it needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Yes.
And it does not make the save. So 23 points of damage there. Alright, got it. Alright, Devlin, you are up.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20. So, seeing the lizard person to the south is down and Terrence has moved to engage, Devlin is going to, using the cover of the bushes, move alongside, and then he's going to, from behind Terrence's shield, he's just going to spin around with his ward pick, and he's going to attack the lizard person Terrence is tangoing with.
Okay.
Awesome.
It's going to be 23
Okay.
on the first one. Nine, 10, 12 damage.
Okay.
Second one. $21
Okay.
to hit. And that's going to be 19 damage.
Okay.
So it was 19 and 11, so
30.
30 damage.
Yeah.
And then
Which is so the one that you've now cleaved twice with the with your war pick, as it kind of has dug into its chest and head. I'm
guessing the first one wasn't enough to take it down.
Yeah.
But the second one was.
So he just kind of like the other one, just kind of crumples down in the water.
Nice.
And then he's just going to, as he vanishes back behind Terrence's shield, he's just going to turn that war pick to the caster, dripping blood. And I'm going to bonus act, or can I try to intimidate as a free action in that?
I mean, you can. I don't know that it won't have much effect.
Flare.
Yeah.
Flare. I like that. I was kind of thinking that lighting the guy up in radiant light would be flare.
You would think.
21 to intimidate as Devlin Bad. Real cool guy Homer Simpson's back behind Terrence into the bush. 18 stealth.
So he definitely has taken notice as he hisses at you. He kind of turns to the remaining members and begins to kind of communicate with them. So, Albus, you're up. Mara, then Raja.
Alright, so DM, if you're okay with it, I rolled to see, so he's going to throw a fireball, but I rolled to see how well he would place it, and I rolled at disadvantage.
Okay.
I rolled a 2.
Okay.
So, he's going to throw a fireball right here instead of, come on, ping. Right here. instead of where he was meaning to hit it, which would be right here.
Okay.
So he's going to get those 3, but it's also going to hit Terrence and Devlin.
Okay.
That's all right. I've got fire protection.
It's a level 5 fireball. Sue.
Are Raja and I in the
No,
line of
you're
fire
just-
there?
You guys are going to get singed, but you won't get it total. So it's 32 points of damage. They need to make a dex save of 15.
Okay.
He's gonna pull. He's leaning against the thing. He's entirely gonna pull out. Like, come on, get out of here. He's gonna throw it off. As soon as it leaves his hands, he's gonna go.
Okay.
Resistance to fire.
So
My cloak is resistant to fire, so I'm good.
I cannot roll saves tonight, apparently, to save my life, as all 3 of them failed. And
Good.
Yeah.
Devlin and Terrence, how did you fare?
What was I supposed to?
Just
Dex
a
save.
deck save.
I'm gonna bend luck on that one.
Oh crap! I got a 1, a nat 1.
Okay.
Oh my
Five. But I'm fire resistant, so I don't know what that means.
boy. You have one job.
Right.
Yeah, it's a good thing you got that armor.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Uh,
Not to mention a shield of it.
That one?
24.
Okay, so Devlin, and you've got some type of fire resistance as well, right?
Correct.
Okay, so Devlin, you take 8. Terrence, you take 32.
Oh crud!
I was gonna go
Ooh.
64 because you rolled a nat 1, but
Yeah.
given your resistance, I have to back down to the original, so you
Okay.
get the full brunt of the Albus bomb.
Mm.
As you watch as the rest of the lizard folk completely just incinerate, like up in smoke, just
Yay!
Good.
Good job, Albus.
Sorry.
I meant that sincerely.
Alright, so, they are done. So at this point, I'm going to say that combat has now ended. The one that went in the water has yet to come back up. And we'll just say you're not real sure.
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on myself, 3rd level, because I don't have a choice.
And
I'm gonna look down here and be
well.
like, Terrence, Devlin, you guys okay?
I am now.
Sorry.
I'm gonna name you Scorch Hand.
It has
Raja's gonna sheath his greatsword, recall his javelin, and just keep an eye out for the one he threw over the cliff.
Okay.
Terrence looks over at Devlin and says, "We've got to get out of here and get a rest because I can't take this too much more."
I'm also gonna wave Mara to go ahead and take Albus and go ahead. I'll be right behind.
I'm not gonna resist.
Well, Mara's gonna turn around and like give him a fist bump, be like, "That was awesome," and then she's gonna like squat down so he can get back on her back.
I am gonna stay as close to Devlin as I can, with my sword out and shield out. I am not taking any chances.
I've got my javelin still out, but sword's just on the back, so it's easy to get to.
So I'm assuming at this point, like, everybody's going to make their way kind of back towards, like, everybody, right?
Yeah.
To the left. As soon as we get to like a spot that's out of the swamp that's safe, we're gonna camp.
Yeah.
Alright, so as you guys get back kind of centralized together, making your way towards the path that leads out of the swamp, you are approached by a figure.
Better not
No.
A female figure. Don't recognize her.
Oh, thank God.
Does Raja recognize her?
No.
Who is? Does
Terrence
Javelin
has
recognize this
Eldritch
woman?
Blast ready to go.
No. None of you recognize her.
I raise the javelin, ready to throw it.
And I tell her, stop. You need to identify yourself. We just ended a fight. We don't want to get in another one.
I would highly suggest that you put down your weapons. For making me angry is not something that you would necessarily want to do.
We intend you no harm, provided you intend us none. What business do you have?
I know why you are here. I know who sent you here. I know the necklaces that you were wearing. Tell me,
That's ironic, because we don't.
who was it that told you to come here and kill me?
We weren't told to kill you. We were told to come here and fight something.
We were never told what we were here to do specifically.
Wait. Devlin, actually. You are who that Donovan fellow told us to come take care of? Because, by the way, we are doing this against our will.
Yeah, I waggle the necklace, as you might have guessed.
This lot got beef with Donovan.
So,
If you're no friend of Donovan, you are a friend of ours, because we do not like that guy.
so that slimy backstabber believes that he can take my egg?
Oh, God, please don't tell me you're a dragon.
Albus,
You are
I think we
Please tell
knew
me
the
that
answer
you're
to
a
that.
metallic dragon.
So as she turns her face, you kind of notice from underneath her hood, just slightly, just enough to where you can see it, there almost appears to be almost a horn sticking out from her right side. Like it's just enough that it kind of telegraphs itself on her hood, and you kind of see what resembles like a green scale that kind of runs down the right side of her face.
Well.
So yes,
As
little
well.
one, I guess you could say that I am a dragon.
Then as de facto
be
not
friends
leader,
at least?
I request a parlay then. We don't want to fight you. Our intention was not to kill you. But at the same time, we are at an impasse. Why don't we talk first?
I'd like to say that I blew myself up so that we wouldn't have to kill you. Just putting that out there. I'm really tired, and I don't want to do it again today. I'm limiting myself to one blow up a day, okay?
Okay, so I don't care who rolls it, either Devlin or Albus, one of you make a persuasion check with advantage, because that actually made me laugh.
What's your persuasion? I have a +5.
I have advantage naturally. Mine is +3, but actually, you should do it since you have a higher. Anyways.
Alright, I got a nat 20.
Nice.
Wow, there we go.
Gosh.
There we go.
Get it, Jesse.
Well, my dear, I do believe a talk is in order. And guess what? That is where we're going to end it tonight.
He just seduced the dragon. No.
No, he just stopped the dragon.
Oh, that was great.
Persuaded the dragon.
So,
Which is so neat.
my God, what an episode.
What an amazing episode. That was...
it has been fantastic. If you watch tonight, thanks so much for watching. I will try to have this video up fairly quickly, depending on what the weekend brings. Until next week, have a great week. God bless, and see you next time.
Bye.
Later.